Hello dear colleagues, my name is Alexander. I am a doctor and also a leading expert and a member of company Tehnodent. I help medical practitioners to choose the best possible materials for daily medication. In this video, I would like to talk about material named Iodotin. Top result in using of our materials is highly appreciated by the dentists not only from Russia, but also from CIS countries, West and East Europe, Middle Eastern countries, Southeast Asia and Latin America. We issue several forms of materials based on iodoform. For sales, there are the following products: Iodotin 2-gram syringe based on calcium hydroxide and iodoform, Iodotin hardening paste 25 gram based on iodoform, and Iodotin non-hardening paste 25 grams based on iodoform. Iodotin paste in a 2-gram syringe is using for treatment of acute and chronic forms of periodontitis, treatment of pulpitis, treatment of granulomatous and granulating periodontitis, apexification and treatment of root canals with unformed apex and periodontitis, perforations and root resorption as a permanent filling materials for infected root canals after treatment and for sealing of primary teeth. This material contains iodoform, provides prolonged antibacterial effect on the flora of a root canal in contact with tissues imposed to the gradual decomposition, releasing free iodine. Hydrophobic paste former provides fluidity and plasticity of the paste, which ensures hermetic filling of a root canal and defends soft tissues from overfilling of the paste out of the apex. Calcium-contained filler stimulates forming of hard tooth tissues at the level of apex and provides alkaline antibacterial environment and constant hardening of paste under the influence of humid inside the root canal. Paste is used for temporary sealing of root canals in a case of multi-stage treatment and also for the root canal sealing after treatment. It is recommended to use it after treatment of encapsulations and cystic granuloma. Paste hardens in root canal gradually under the influence of the humid inside root canal during 1-3 months. During the hardening and after the hardening, material could be easily removed from root canal if it is necessary. After overfilling of the paste, outside the apex, in soft tooth tissue, pus is resolved. If we are talking about the sealing of primary teeth, this material resolves approximately with the same speed as the resorption of tooth appears. Iodotin 2 gram in a syringe can be used for the root canal sealing with gutta percha or polypropylene points. Now let's say some words about paste Iodotin in jars 25 gram each without calcium hydroxide. They are non-hardening paste for temporary sealing for treatment of infected root canals and hardening paste, non-absorbable, for permanent sealing of root canal of the tooth. Non-hardening paste Iodotin is used for treatment of acute and chronic forms of periodontitis, for temporary sealing of infected canals, for treatment of pulpitis, of granulomatous and granulating periodontitis. Hardening paste Iodotin is used for sealing of root canal after treatment of pulpitis and acute and chronic periodontitis, sealing of canals of primary teeth. Paste Iodotin do not counteract the forming and growing of underlying tooth germ. Both pastes contain iodoform, providing prolonged antibacterial influence on flora of root canal. They're in contact with tissues imposed to the gradual decomposition, releasing free iodine. Chlorophenol is derivative from phenol, antiseptic, broad-spectrum antimicrobial action. camphor, menthol and paste former, zinc sulfate filler which stimulates the formation of hard tissue at the level of the apex, and radiopac component. Non-hardening paste iodotin is used for temporary sealing of the tooth root canals in the step-by-step treatment. Hardening paste iodotin is used for permanent sealing of tooth root canals at the final stage. This paste hardens in the tooth root canal under the influence of the in-the-canal humor during 48–72 hours. This paste is biodegradable in the soft tissues being out of apex. Both paste can be applied on the periapical sites in case of complex usage with gutta percha points. There is a perception. The more expensive material is the better one, and I fundamentally disagree with that. The price of the final product, regardless of its quality, can be different. Company Tehnodent carefully selects raw materials and provides multi-stage control of its quality. All the production is carried out on the modern high-quality equipment according to our developed recipes. All the technology of production, packaging and storing smoothly running to the perfect condition, providing absence of economic losses. We do not make extra charges, placing on the market the high-quality dental materials that meet all international requirements for a fair price. Personally, I would like to recommend you for the daily administration the cost-effective materials from trusted manufacturer with the most convenient form of issuance. Finally, I would like to say, do not forget to talk with the dentist on which opinion do you trust. For sure, they have tested the different materials and with pleasure share with you their observations. I wish you pleasant work and smiley patience. Sincerely yours, Alexander.